Now to my one-on-one with Judge Esther Salas. Today marks 1 year since a gunman targeting her killed her beloved son Daniel and seriously wounded her husband Mark. I spoke with Judge Salas and Mark about their emotional journey this past year and how they leaned on their faith.
Everything I do from this moment on is for Daniel. He sacrificed his life for his father and me.
It was the ultimate act of heroism. Judge Esther Salas's beloved son Daniel taking a fatal bullet after a gunman posing as a delivery driver attempted to assassinate Judge Salas at their home last summer. Her husband Mark suffering 3 gunshot wounds, but thankfully surviving.
How has this past year been, the roller coaster of emotions?
I don't want to sugarcoat some of the depths of our despair at moments. Mark, thank goodness, is thriving, but we had some scares. We're traveling this journey together.
Through that emotional journey, leaning on their faith and each other.
One of the things I learned about my husband was his resilience. He had crawled out to the porch to try to get a license plate. That was the first, sign that this guy was just not going to stop.
Really, Mark?
Yes.
That was your thought?
There was a lot of adrenaline. I knew Daniel was not going to make it. Just from being with him, I just could tell. And he was in a state of grace, so I was happy. I went over to the other side very briefly. I was in the light, and I was assured, and I know that he's fine. So when I woke up and I saw Esther, I could tell her that.
Over time, Judge Salas says she found the strength to forgive her son's killer.
Love is light, and it's so true. You can't walk around with that burden of resentment, hate. It's like an anchor. It holds you down.
And how did you get to that place?
I think it's my faith, and I realize that in some part it's important to forgive. It helps you be open to the love that people want to give you. And I think it helps the person that's injured to also move forward, not on, but move forward.
Part of moving forward begins here at St. Joseph High School.
And he loved it here.
Where Daniel loved to play baseball.
Angelic number 11.
What is it like that this field, this baseball field?
It's surreal. It's
named after him.
fantastic.
Do you feel the love? Do you feel the support?
Yes, every day.
And all we can say is thank you. We will continue to fight because Daniel expects that from Mom and Dad.
Judge Salas now fighting for increased protection for her fellow judges through Daniel's Law, a bill reintroduced to Congress just last week as threats against federal judges continue to rise.
What we're asking is that we protect our personal information, our home addresses, our social security numbers. This is what the shooter did in my case. He took all that available information, created a dossier, knew where I lived, knew my church, knew my husband's office, knew Daniel's school, knew this school. He even had games that Daniel had played in. And he used that information to target us. And that should be a grim reminder of what will happen if we do not do something to protect our judiciary.
What do you think it's going to take for it to become federal law?
And I think we need to send a message. We are not going to allow the constitutional principles we've lived by to be attacked. It's not lost on me that this man hated me because I was a woman, but he also hated me because I was Latina. And when you attack people for who they are, you're challenging the very principles that we hold near and dear in this country, the principles of equality and justice for all.
And is it that spirit right there that brought you back to the bench?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This man took the most important thing in my life. He will take nothing else.
Judge Salas embracing each day with renewed purpose. Over the weekend, the community helping to carry the torch, hosting the Love is Light 5K.
Good prevails today.
To help fund scholarships in Daniel's honor.
Daniel, I like to say, loved life and everyone in it. He loved to make his friends laugh, and he loved to make the most out of every moment. And I realized, you know what? out of this senseless tragedy, his life makes sense. Makes sense.
And Daniel's law was signed by Governor Murphy in New Jersey last November. Now the push is at the federal level, and Judge Salas is hoping it will pass through Congress. And one thing she said about her son Daniel that really, really touched me, and I want to get this right. This is what she said about her son Daniel. When you lay down your life for the people you love, the people you love will continue to love life.
And she showed that.
She and her husband both. And I've, gotten to know them over the past year. And it was wonderful to see Mark. He was looking more like his old self again. But just the support from the community, that 5K, if it could be sold out, it was sold out. It's just amazing.
She is an inspiring woman.
Yeah,
Very much so.
Love is light. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.